And maybe the Lions don't make the huge splash move, but I still think there's many players out there the Lions could bring in to bolster this defensive line and be truly effective opposite Aiden Hutchinson. One being on the edge, Khalil Mack. And I know he's at the tail end of his career, but even over the past 2 seasons, he's been a very effective pass rusher. The Lions wouldn't bring him in to be an every down edge, a situational pass rusher, a guy that can just get after the quarterback. And Aiden Hutchinson will eat up all the double teams, so he's going to be free to do what he wants. And I think that just creates a great situation for not only Khalil Mack, but the Detroit Lions. I don't believe that he'd be coming in on a break-the-bank situation. I think he's looking for a very short-term deal. He wants to be on a winner, and the Lions are set up to win. Another guy I would say to look out for on the edges, Malcolm Koonce coming from the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's why I bring him to the table. The Lions seem to have a track record of finding guys coming off of injuries, and this guy was productive prior to his injury. He's also coming off of a situation where he wasn't injured late in the season, so he's going to have another full off season to recover. He's probably going to want a short-term deal on a prove-it situation and probably give you everything that you could want. Now, he's a little bit smaller on the edge for what I think the Lions look for, let's say in comparison to Marcus Davenport or Khalil Mack, who we just mentioned. But I just think the stars kind of align for his situation, his production, versus what I think the Lions could get him for. So if the Lions are looking for the prototypical size and a guy that they can kind of build into what they need there on the opposite edge of Aiden Hutchinson, how about looking at someone from the Indianapolis Colts? Dayo Odeyingbo. He is a huge man, 6'6", and I think kind of fits the opposite build to Aiden Hutchinson and what they need there. So, again, not maybe a name you've heard, but I think a guy that has steadily gotten better and better. And I think the Lions like doing business with the Indianapolis Colts. And again, there's a situation where you're not going to have to pay an arm and a leg for this particular player. And if it's a name that you're looking for, I would steer you back towards Chase Young, who had a very productive year with the New Orleans Saints there, coming from San Francisco. And he's not your main guy anymore. He's not going to be a Defensive Player of the Year candidate for you. But I think opposite Aiden Hutchinson and some other pieces you have in the line, he could be very effective. And again, that's another guy. It would not be a long-term deal. It'd probably be a little bit more money than maybe the Lions are comfortable with. But there's going to be a situation where you might have to pay someone here. And if the Lions would rather go much younger, they could look to the New York Giants and Azeez Ojulari, who's only 24 years old. Really a pass rushing specialist, and he's again on the smaller side of things. So maybe not the prototypical size guy that might even grow into his body a little bit more, somebody you can mold. And again, another team the Lions like doing business with, the New York Giants. And on top of that would be another guy that you don't have to break the bank for.